Richmond, Virginia may not always be the first place that comes to mind when you think of luxury living, but maybe that's exactly the point. Here, prestige doesn't always show up in flashy high-rises or gated mega mansions. In Richmond, it's woven into the fabric of the city through historic homes, tree-lined avenues, tight-knit communities, and a quiet kind of sophistication. In this video, we're pulling back the curtain and give you an insider look into Richmond's most prestigious and affluent neighborhoods. These are the areas where generational wealth settles in for a long haul, where privacy and peace are just as valuable as square footage, and where lifestyle matters just as much as location. Whether you're dreaming of old world charm or contemporary ease, these communities offer a window into what luxury really means in the Richmond metro area. Let's dive in. We're going beyond the usual real estate tour. I'm giving you an insider's look because I'm not just showing you where people live, I'm showing you why they live there. I'm Holly, a top producing agent, and I specialize in helping people just like you move to the Richmond metro area every day. So if you're thinking about making a move, reach out. I'd love to help you. Now let's hop in the car and start in the Short Pump area. Welcome to Bellington, where stately brick homes, manicured lawns, and private cul-de-sacs offer an elevated lifestyle that's a little less old money and a little more modern luxury. One of my favorite little stories about Bellington actually starts right here in this home. Years ago, there was a family, a husband, wife, and child who lived in this beautiful home here. But as life often goes, their needs quickly outgrew the space. So they decided to build a larger home just a block away, which I'll show you a little later on in our tour. What's fascinating about their new home is the level of detail and craftsmanship designed with both maid and butler's quarters, something you rarely see in suburban homes today. It speaks to the kind of lifestyle Bellington was built to support, gracious living where entertaining was part of everyday life and a little extra help behind the scenes was simply expected. It is the kind of short pump neighborhood that feels both polished and approachable. It's not trying to be flashy, but it doesn't have to be. With stately brick homes, well-manicured lawns, and tree-lined streets, this is a community where modern luxury meets classic suburban charm. Most of the homes here were built in the late 90s and early 2000s, and many have been thoughtfully updated over time. Think open concept living, gourmet kitchens, spacious primary suites, and plenty of room to grow. Homes typically start around $1.2 million and go up from there depending on size, upgrades, and lots. But what really makes Bellington stand out is its location, where just minutes from Short Pump Town Center, some of the area's award-winning schools and major commuting routes, without feeling like you're in the middle of the hustle and the bustle. There are also some waterfront homes in the subdivision. You can see the lake peeking through between the houses here. Here's the house I mentioned earlier. It certainly is grand. Bellington tends to attract professionals, executives, and growing families who want luxury without the pretense and space to truly settle in. It's the kind of neighborhood that offers all the benefits of suburban living with a distinctly upscale feel. While Bellington offers timeless elegance and room to spread out, not every luxury buyer is looking for a sprawling estate and a backyard to mow. Enter Greengate, a community designed for those who want the finer things without the upkeep. I tried to visit this part of the area around sunset because it truly has the best of the area, but don't ask me why that is. Unfortunately, the weather wasn't cooperating with me this evening, but hopefully you can still see some of it through the clouds. It's where modern architecture, convenience, and lifestyle collide in one of Short Pump's most dynamic and what's described as walkable neighborhoods. Greengate is also located in the heart of Short Pump and was designed to blend the walkable charm of the Fan District with the convenience of suburban living. It's sleek, stylish, and the favorite for busy professionals, families, and anyone who values low-maintenance living with high-end touches. From townhomes with rooftop terraces to spacious single-family homes, this community offers a variety of different living options. You'll see here on the right is one of the pools and clubhouses. When construction began, the townhomes were going for around $600,000, but now with only about 8 units left, they are starting in the upper $800,000s. And the homes that you see here on the right are the single-family homes, which are in the $1 million range. Some of these homes were featured in the 2022 Homeorama. Mostly built by Eagle Construction, many homes here include exterior maintenance and lawn care, giving residents more time to focus on lifestyle. And the lifestyle, it's unbeatable. The row at Greengate is packed with some of Richmond's best local restaurants like Red Salt, that's on the left over here, and Wong's Tacos, it's just up ahead, plus wellness spots like Cycle Bar, Solid Core, and Restore Hyper Wellness. It's the kind of neighborhood where everything you need is truly within walking distance as it's described. And that level of convenience, it's a luxury all on its own. As we wrap up our time in Greengate, you can really see how the community balances elegance with a welcoming, easygoing feel. Now we're heading down into the city to Windsor Farms, and if Greengate feels like classic suburban charm, Windsor Farms steps it up with old world sophistication. It's one of Richmond's most historic and picturesque neighborhoods, and we're going to see just how much character and timeless beauty it has to offer. If you've ever driven through Windsor Farms, you know it doesn't just feel different, it is different. This neighborhood is one of Richmond's oldest planned communities and was developed nearly a century ago with a very intentional vision. It was designed in the garden suburb style popular in England. Think winding roads, English Tudor architecture, and gracious gardens. Originally developed in the 1920s, Windsor Farms was envisioned as a rural escape for Richmond's upper class, offering all the charm of the countryside without sacrificing city amenities. Today, it's home to some of the city's most iconic homes and still attracts those who value heritage, architectural integrity, and stately tree-lined streets. And right in the heart of Windsor Farms is one of the neighborhood's true treasures, Agecroft Hall. Originally built in England in the late 1400s, this Tudor manor was carefully dismantled, shipped across the Atlantic, and rebuilt here in the 1920s. Today, it stands as a museum and event venue, and it's part of what gives Windsor Farms that unmistakable feeling of timeless old-world grandeur. Walking past Agecroft feels like stepping straight into another era, and it's just one more reason why Windsor Farms remains one of the most special and sought-after places to live in all of Richmond. I wanted to take you past it today, but it must be an event going on because the roads were really crowded. Homes here range from $1.4 million up, and you'll find European revival estates with original details, sprawling brick colonials, and meticulously landscaped grounds. It's the kind of place where old money feels right at home and where every turn feels like a page from Richmond's storybook path. So what does all of this mean for you? Whether you're drawn to the historic gravitas of Windsor Farms, the timeless elegance of Bellington, or the modern luxury of Greengate, Richmond's high-end neighborhoods offer more than homes. They offer a lifestyle. And that lifestyle, it's tailored, intentional, and deeply rooted in what makes this region unique. If you're thinking about making a move and want guidance from someone who knows not just the market, but the people, the stories, and the soul of these neighborhoods, I'd love to be your resource. Shoot me a message anytime. Luxury in Richmond isn't one size fits all, but when you find the right fit, there's nothing like it.